So the Paris office was founded in the mid-70s. At that time, we were only a handful of international firms in Paris, and mostly representing US clients in their investment projects in France. I joined the office in 1990. At that time, we were only a dozen lawyers, but globalization was already well underway. State-owned French companies were being privatized and accessing the US capital markets, and French companies were starting to undertake M&A projects all over the world. We were engaged in those representations, and we started to establish long-term relationships with our clients. And we are now one of the largest international law firms in Paris with 120 lawyers. So there are many factors that differentiate the Paris office. First of all, we have a very sophisticated and diversified client base. We represent more than 2/3 of the CAC 40 companies. We are a leader in the representation of tech and biotech companies, and we represent major funds and asset managers in their investments in France.
The fund initiative in Paris is very important. We advise all sorts of funds: equity funds, buyout and venture funds, debt funds, direct lending or distressed funds, and we do either primary deals or secondary deals. We have a strong relationship with a number of asset managers investing in real estate or in infrastructure, and also with asset managers focusing on a given industry, such as healthcare or life science.
In the Paris office, we have a fully integrated banking and finance practice that is able to address all needs of our institutional clients, whether lenders or issuers, from derivative and structured product to real estate finance, acquisition and LBO, project finance, securitization and ABS, DCM and ECM, or regulatory work. We also have a very strong financial litigation practice that is able to advise our client on general banking governance issues to any judicial proceeding, including before the newly created international courts in Paris, or any enforcement proceeding before prudential and market regulators.
Jones Day has had the leading venture capital practice in France for the past 15 years and has grown from it the leading tech M&A and the leading IPO practice in France. We represent emerging growth companies and the venture capital, private equity and strategic corporate investors that finance them at every stage of development, from entrepreneurial startups to trade sale or IPO and beyond. Our emerging company clients are involved in a broad range of industries, from software to hardware, from big data to cloud computing, from the internet to fintech and biotech, and from medtech to nanomedicine. In the past 10 years alone, we have acted as lead counsel on over 350 venture capital financing rounds, 100 M&A transactions, and 100 capital markets transactions, be it IPOs or follow-on offerings, involving French technology or life science companies, which is more than any other law firm in France.
And finally, we have a very diversified partnership. Women are playing an increasingly important role in the legal community. This is true within law firms, but also within the legal departments of our clients. And Jones Day has been a leader on that front globally. We have many women partners at the firm, and in Paris, more than 1/3 of our partnership are women partners.